Do you feel lazy in the morning? Do you hit snooze too much? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to feel calm? Do you get angry fast? Do you want to think clearly? Do you want a better life? Do you want to live like a Stoic? If you said yes to any of these, this video is for you. Let's learn 7 simple things to do every morning, the Stoic way. It can change your life. Let's begin. Welcome back to the Stoic Path. I'm here in these first quiet hours of the day to share something that has transformed not just my mornings, but my entire life. A morning routine grounded in timeless Stoic wisdom. If someone can be provided with food through the gentle touch of your kind hands, then why not do this noble deed? It brings blessings as well. Please subscribe to this channel and help provide food for others by liking and commenting on the video. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear mind, a strong purpose, and an unshakable sense of inner peace. The Stoics believe that how you start your day determines how you live your life. In this video, we'll explore 7 powerful Stoic practices that will transform your mornings and ultimately your life. How you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. The ancient Stoics understood this better than anyone. Let's begin. Practice 1. Wake with intention. The first Stoic practice actually begins the moment your alarm sounds. When that alarm breaks the silence, you face an immediate choice, one that will set the tone for everything that follows. Will you negotiate with yourself, hit snooze, or will you rise immediately, proving to yourself that you are governed by reason rather than impulse? Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being." This isn't about torturing yourself with early rising if you're naturally a night owl. It's about honoring your commitment to yourself, whatever time you've chosen to wake up. It's about that first victory of choosing discipline over comfort. Try this. Place your alarm across the room so you physically have to get up to turn it off. When it sounds, don't negotiate. Rise immediately. As your feet hit the floor, say to yourself, I get to wake up today. I get to live another day. This simple practice of intentional waking and immediate gratitude sets a powerful tone. Remember what Epictetus taught. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your reaction to the alarm is your first opportunity to practice this principle. Practice 2. Morning silence. The second Stoic morning practice is creating space for silence before inviting in the world's noise. Most people reach for their phones within minutes of waking, immediately surrendering their mental clarity to whatever demands attention: news, social media, emails, texts. The Stoics would be horrified by this modern habit. They understood the sacred value of mental space. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is so damaging to a noble soul as the thought that it is owed anything." Yet when we start our day by checking our phones, we immediately adopt a mindset of external obligation, all the things the world demands from us. Instead, try this. After waking, spend the first 10 to 15 minutes in complete silence. No inputs, no screens, no news, no social media, just you, becoming fully awake to yourself and to the day ahead. Use this silence to notice your thoughts, your breathing, the sensations in your body. If anxiety or racing thoughts arise, don't fight them. Simply observe them with curiosity. As Marcus Aurelius advised, be like the rocky headland on which the waves constantly break. It stands firm, and around it the seething waters are laid to rest. This practice of morning silence creates a buffer between your unconscious and conscious mind, allowing you to choose your focus rather than being pulled by whatever is loudest. Practice 3. Physical training. The third Stoic morning practice is physical training. Contrary to popular misconception, the Stoics weren't disembodied intellectuals. They understood the profound connection between physical and mental discipline. Musonius Rufus, teacher of Epictetus, wrote, We must exercise both mind and body, though the one contributes more to good character, the other less. Your physical practice doesn't need to be elaborate or time-consuming. The key is consistency and presence. Whether it's strength training, running, yoga, or simply a brisk walk, approach it with full attention. The purpose isn't aesthetic or even primarily health-related. It's about practicing voluntary hardship, teaching yourself that you can do difficult things when your mind resists. As Seneca wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with rough and coarse clothing, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" Try this. Start with just 10 minutes of deliberate movement. Focus on how your body feels, the sensation of your breathing, the resistance that arises when discomfort begins. Practice moving through that resistance with equanimity rather than avoidance. Through physical training, you're developing the capacity to face difficulty with composure, a core Stoic virtue that will serve you throughout your day. Practice 4. Cold exposure. The fourth Stoic morning practice is voluntary discomfort through cold exposure. Seneca regularly took cold baths, even in winter. He wrote, "There are short and simple exercises which will tire the body without undue delay. Sprinkle yourself with cold water." This practice of voluntary discomfort was central to Stoic training. The philosophers understood that by deliberately exposing ourselves to minor hardships, we build resilience for life's inevitable challenges. Modern science has caught up to this ancient wisdom, with research showing that cold exposure can increase alertness, reduce inflammation, and improve mood through the release of endorphins and norepinephrine. Try this. End your shower with 30 seconds of cold water, or simply splash cold water on your face and the back of your neck. When the shock hits your system, notice your instinctive resistance, the part of you that wants to escape the discomfort. Instead of fleeing, breathe deeply and remind yourself, this discomfort is temporary and under my control. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle is the way." The momentary shock of cold teaches you to find opportunity in adversity rather than running from it. A mindset that will serve you in every challenge you face. Practice 5. Meditation and journaling. The fifth Stoic morning practice combines meditation and journaling, powerful tools for mental clarity and emotional regulation. While meditation might sound like it comes from Eastern traditions, the Stoics had their own form of mindfulness. They called it prosouche, attention to the present moment. Marcus Aurelius practiced this kind of meditation every morning before beginning his duties as emperor. Begin with 5-10 minutes of quiet meditation. Focus on your breath. When thoughts arise, and they will, simply notice them without judgment, then return to your breath. You're not trying to empty your mind. You're practicing the art of directing your attention where you choose, rather than where it's pulled. After meditation, spend 5 to 10 minutes journaling. The Stoics were prolific writers. Marcus Aurelius never intended his meditations for publication. They were his private reflections, his way of working through challenges and clarifying his thinking. Try this journaling practice. First, write down 3 things you're grateful for, focusing on what you might take for granted. Then, identify which of the 4 Stoic virtues, wisdom, justice, courage, or temperance, you most need to practice today. Finally, anticipate challenges you might face and how you'll respond to them with virtue rather than reaction. This combination of meditation and journaling helps you develop what the Stoics prized above all, the ability to respond rather than react to whatever life brings. Practice 6. Philosophical reflection. The sixth Stoic morning practice is philosophical reflection. The Stoics were voracious readers, not of trivial material, but of works that challenged and elevated their thinking. Seneca wrote, We should always be engaged in the practice of philosophy to such an extent that any unexpected blow may find us prepared. This doesn't mean you need to read entire philosophical treatises each morning. Even a few minutes, properly focused, can transform your perspective. Try this. Spend 5 to 10 minutes reading from Stoic texts or other philosophical works that challenge you. Read actively, not passively. Underline key passages. Make notes in the margins. Question assumptions. The goal isn't to cover pages, but to internalize wisdom. Choose one idea from your reading to carry with you throughout the day. A single principle or insight you can return to when challenges arise. As Epictetus taught, don't just say you have read books, show that through them you have learned to think better. This practice of philosophical reflection isn't academic, it's practical preparation for living well. You're arming yourself with wisdom that can be applied to the very real challenges you'll face today. Practice 7. Intentional planning. The seventh and final Stoic morning practice is intentional planning. Having prepared your body and mind, you're now ready to approach your day's tasks with clarity and purpose. Seneca wrote, "Let all your efforts be directed to something. Let it keep that end in view." The Stoics understood the importance of directed effort, not frantic activity, but purposeful action aligned with your deepest values. Try this. Take 5 to 10 minutes to identify your most important tasks for the day. Not everything on your to-do list, but the 1-3 things that would make today successful, even if everything else falls apart. For each task, ask yourself, how does this align with my values? What virtue will I practice through this work? How can I approach this with full presence? Then, identify potential obstacles to your most important work. Will distractions arise? Will your energy flag in the afternoon? Plan specifically how you'll overcome these challenges. As Seneca advised, the man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. Finally, set an intention for how you'll interact with others today. Marcus Aurelius began each day by reminding himself, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. This wasn't pessimism. It was preparation. By anticipating difficulties, he prepared himself to respond with patience and understanding. This intentional planning ensures that when the inevitable chaos of the day begins, you've already determined what matters most and how you'll respond to challenges. Conclusion. These 7 Stoic morning practices, waking with intention, creating space for silence, physical training, cold exposure, meditation and journaling, philosophical reflection, and intentional planning, form a powerful system for starting your day with clarity, purpose, and resilience. Together, they take about an hour, but they transform everything that follows. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Remember, the goal isn't perfection. The Stoics themselves acknowledged human imperfection while striving for virtue. Start with just 1 or 2 practices that resonate most with you. Build slowly. Consistency matters more than intensity. If an hour seems overwhelming, begin with just 15 minutes, perhaps meditation and intentional planning. The benefits will motivate you to gradually expand your practice. What makes this morning routine so powerful is that it addresses every dimension of your being: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It prepares you not just to survive the day, but to truly live it with purpose and virtue. If you found value in this video, support the Stoic Path by subscribing and sharing with someone who might benefit. In the comments, let me know which of these 7 practices you already use or plan to implement in your own morning routine. Next week, we'll explore how to apply Stoic principles to navigate difficult conversations and relationships. Until then, remember, How you begin determines how you continue. Win the morning, win the day. This is the Stoic path. Stay strong, stay centered,